Grid too, but Verstappen's my guy.
Oh yeah, Eric, let me allow you access.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I went to click on it and it's like, nope.
How do I do that? I did it last time.
Need to mute my damn phone.
There, now you should be able to.
There we go. Where's Jay?
All right, ready to start? We're going to start without him. Well, it's not 6 yet. We'll give him no 6 to be fair. Pop, 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 pop. All right, it's 6. Sorry, Jay.
Grid too, but Verstappen's my guy.
Oh yeah, Eric, let me allow you access.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was.
Damn it! I accidentally unmuted the YouTube thing. I was getting double feedback. I was hearing myself.
I was wondering what the hell was going on.
All right, here we go, lads. Wait, Jay just text.
Oh,
Turning on. We're just gonna start.
Yay!
My mic's gonna do that thing. So like once I introduce, I'm gonna try to unplug and plug it back in, but it's gonna do it. So, you guys ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to the betting lounge, everyone. This lounge is literally on fire. I'm your host, Tyler Flesh, joined by my usual table of degenerates, Eric and Jeremy. Jay is on the way. Fellas, how are we doing?
5-0.
I know. That's what I said. Honestly, all our picks, like I'd like to start there. All our picks have been really, really good. Like, my mortal locks. Let's throw out the Bama one. I'm 4-1. Like, if I add the Bama one, I'm 5-1. But for NFL, I'm 4-1.
I think the listeners might want to start fading me because I'm pretty sure I've done like 3-2.
No, you hit last week because I chose the Titans and all you guys chose the Cowboys.
Yeah. If we're talking about set in stone.
Yeah. No, I mean, you hit off Cowboys regular. Me and Jay hit off skewing it up on that spread. We skewed that bitch up, an extra 4 points? No, 5 points. No, we still hit it.
You went 10.5, yeah.
Yeah. 7.5. So 2.5 points.
I mean, I've made fun of you guys each time and for doing it, but it's been working each time. So
even Billy, she went with that skewed up spread. You know what they say down in the South, we like it chopped and skewed.
Chopped and skewed. All right. Big game tonight, fellas. Jay, what's your record? We were telling ours for your set in stones.
Man, I wish I'd been keeping track, honestly, but it's been pretty good. I'll go back and I'll listen through the episodes. I think I may have missed one or two, but it's pretty damn good, honestly.
This podcast is on fire. I went with the Titans over the Jags. You guys all hit yesterday, last time with the Cowboys.
Yeah, I've been riding with the Cowboys too.
Hey, 5-0 ATS, first time ever in NFL or in Cowboys history. I almost said NFL. That's not right.
I thought we were like 9-0. Because like even last year we couldn't. I mean, we were covering like the underdog spread with garbage time points.
I think they're just counting the start of this season. That's the first time you've ever started a season 5-0 ATS. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Pretty
That's
damn good.
spread for those.
Underrated.
Let's jump right into it,
We're
boys.
better than a lot of people.
5-0. I like Jeremy changes it. Tampa Bay at Philadelphia Eagles tonight. The line is 6.5, favored for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The total for the game is 52.5. Who do we like? I don't know if I like anyone.
I don't. I'm kind of with you on that. I mean, do I think the Bucks can do it? Probably, but it's not a game that I want to put money on, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Going
I
back.
mean, here's the thing: the Eagles played my team last Sunday, and they
Panthers.
fucking embarrassed us. So, granted, we looked like garbage half the time during that game, but it still didn't change the fact that the Eagles just made us look like clowns. So, I think
to that point, Eric, the Eagles played our team. We made them look like clowns. And then we also played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we played them really damn good.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a toss-up game, Eric.
yeah, that's why I'm saying I don't want to put money on it.
Is it really a toss-up game, though? Or ultimately, are you asking yourself this? Because this is how I view this game. I saw it and I said, Tampa Bay, 6.5. Is Philly's offense good enough to stay close enough to cover that? Is Philly's offense good enough against a good defense like Tampa's to stay that close? I don't think so. I really don't. Like, I mean,
but that's why I was saying, like, do I think they can do it? Yeah, probably. But am I confident enough in it that I want to put money on that? No, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't even like the totals.
No, I don't like that either. Like, I can see it being a high scoring game, but I don't know at 52.5 high scoring.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone mentioned this because I just stepped out for a bit because the dog was barking at random strangers. But Tom Brady is 0-10 ATS lately for the last 10 games for games at 10 p.m. or later.
Oh,
are
that's
you
right.
saying that he's getting old?
Well, he
It's
goes
past
to
his
bed
bedtime.
at 6.
Past
He
his
goes to bed
bedtime.
at 6 every night, and he's up at 4. So, man, that probably does it. I don't know.
I like Philadelphia than here. I think that Philadelphia has the potential to cover 6 points, 7 points.
I'm with Jeremy. If I'm going to bet this game, I'm going to take a shot in the dark at Philly. The Tampa Bay plays weird. Need I remind you? Chicago Bears beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year, and they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And that game was a Thursday night game.
Mitch Trubisky's.
And Tom Brady forgot the count. Remember?
Yeah.
He goes, 4th. It's 4th. And they were like, that was 4th. Nah?
I remember that now. Now I remember that.
All right. Does that wrap up the game? Anyone have anything else?
No.
No.
All right, lads. Let's head over to the pond where we send our finest. It's another London game, lads. It's Miami Dolphins versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Miami is -3. The total is 47. Guys, we are sending our finest into London.
Nope.
Oh my God, who gives a shit about this game?
Nope.
Look at this fucking game. This is terrible. I can't believe that there has to be a winner. Does there have to be a winner? Look at them.
No, there doesn't. Actually, that'd be perfect, Jay.
A tie.
Yeah, we draw in London. They would love it. They're used to it.
Yeah,
They're
we're going
used to
draw.
it.
We're going draw here.
Draw, I'm in. Can we put money on a draw?
I don't know. Can we? I don't think so.
You should be able to because it can end in a draw, right? Like
Hold
that'd
on.
be
Yeah.
correct score.
I mean, I guess maybe it would be like, no, I don't know, man. I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can. If you
Can
go
you?
into overtime and it stays tied, it's a draw. It's stupid. It's the worst rule in football.
Yeah, I guess you could.
You know what they need to do at that point? Have kickers kick field goals and keep moving it back.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a great fucking idea. Keep
like a
moving it
shootout.
back
Yeah.
until somebody misses. That's fantastic.
It's like a shootout, but it's a kick out.
Yeah. Why not?
It's a good idea.
I'd rather have that than a draw. All
Yeah,
right.
it's
It's gotta have something catchy, like we're going to the golden leg.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
The golden leg. The golden leg. And then at the end of the year, they can have like an award, Mr. Golden Leg. Like
Yeah.
the guy that won the most, shootouts.
How
Cool.
much more valuable would kickers be?
Oh, they're drafting kickers now.
Well, about it though. Think about it, right? Like we should do that only in the regular season, because in the postseason it just keeps going overtime. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But regular season, it's kickers time, baby.
Let's start a petition to the governing bodies to put a new rule in. It's just kick a shootout.
Eric, I love this, Eric, because what if you have a team that you don't like, you're tied, you're going in overtime, or you have the choice, right? You can choose. If you have a team that has a quarterback like, I don't know, like Trubisky, right? Like you may not feel comfortable, right? You may feel like you're lucky, to be in the position that you're in, and then you get the option to choose, and you say, "Hey, let's go with the golden leg."
the golden leg.
All right. So no one cares about that game. Let's move on to another game that no one cares about. Houston Texans at Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis is favored by -10. The total for the game is 43.5. I could give two shits less.
I don't bet on the Colts.
Especially when they're at -10.
Did you, man, this past weekend we texted, who the fuck are the Colts?
They're an enigma. They really are. Who are they? What I don't understand their identity. I don't understand how they stay in games. I don't understand how they lose games.
Yeah.
It goes both ways.
I would almost be tempted because of that to take the Texans here.
All right. Thank you for opening that up, because after watching Davis Mills come into his own in the last game, I said, hey, you know what? Maybe this Davis Mills kid isn't that bad. Davis Mills LLC. Let's go with the firm Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, oats and grain.
Davis Mills, oats and grain. Yeah.
The only thing Davis Mills is going to be known for is having a longer neck than Mike Glennon.
Jeez, you seen that neck?
That neck is something, dude.
It feels like a liability. Like you're more susceptible to whiplash when you get sacked.
Davis,
there's more to like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jay's, for those listening on the podcast, Jay's bobbing his head back and forth.
Side to side.
Like a lady of the night.
We're back and forth in this.
I don't know if anyone heard what Jeremy just said.
Let's hope not.
Jay of the night.
Now let's move on to a different game.
Your team.
Green. I know. We need imaging for that. I do have imaging for Billy today.
Yeah. You know what Steve Rennell calls it? He calls it a ditty. Hey, we need somebody to write us a ditty for this segment.
Well, I got one. So the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. This line started off at Green Bay -4.5. It has moved a full point. A lot of action coming in on Chicago. A lot of action coming in on Green Bay. They moved to 5.5. The total for the game is 44.5. Need I remind you, the Chicago Bears have hit the under every single week this year. They're like the Cowboys, except the under. So
that's a low under.
Yeah, they hit it though. This game is easy. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I'm gonna put $100 down on it. I haven't yet, and the line moved on me. But guess what? I don't care. I like them all the way up to 6.5. I'm taking Green Bay minus the points, whatever that may be. Let me just talk a little bit about this game. Khalil Mack, bruised ribs, hurt foot, might not play. Rumor is we're trying to ship out Hakeem Hicks. He's not going to play. That's huge. Two huge defensive players. Our secondary, not very good. Besides Jalen Johnson and Eddie Jackson, we're not good. So we're going to get killed. I don't know how else to explain it. Our running back, Darren Williams, he's out, got COVID. Khalil Hubbard, is Khalil Herbert, sorry, is starting. I don't see this game. Justin Fields has a banged up knee. Green Bay always beats Chicago. Aaron Rodgers is 20-5 in his career against us. He has 55 touchdowns to only 10 interceptions. This game is just, it's a no-brainer. I can see why Green Bay moved up a full point. I take them all the way up to 6.5. This is a bet your mortgage kind of thing. And I'm not kidding. So go Green Bay.
Jesus.
Well,
What a sell.
It was a good enough sell earlier in the week for me to ride or die with him. I put 100 on it too. I've heard from 3 different Bears fans so far, and they've all said we're gonna fucking get slaughtered. I've seen the stats. So I even looked up some of the stats myself, and if I remember the numbers correctly, the Packers and the Bears have played or at least in Rodgers' career against the Bears, they've played
25 times.
20. No, it was 26. It was 26. And the Packers won 21 times out of the 26 games. And Flush even told me himself, like 2 of the 3 games that the Bears actually won is because they fucking injured Rodgers during the game, and Rodgers was out. So, I mean, between those stats right there, that the Packers have like an 80% winning streak ever since Rodgers became their QB every time they play the Bears. And I've got 3 fucking Bears fans all telling me, yeah, we're going to get fucking slaughtered. I'm riding with that shit. I'm on it.
I think I like, I don't know how I am $100 worth, but I do think based on how the Bears look this year, I think it's a safe bet too. But I put a largish bet on a different game, but I'm not going to do it because I don't know about Rodgers, man. Green Bay's just playing so weird.
So that's the thing, though, Jeremy. Like looking at this game, I said to myself, I know the statistics, I know the story that the numbers tell, but I'm looking at how the team looked lately, and how Green Bay looks as of late is not convincing, considering that they barely managed to beat Joe Burrow's Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
The team that deserved to get Joe Burrow because they were bottom of the barrel. Yes. Now, I know what you'll say. You'll say, Bears fans will say, hey, we know this game and he comes alive for this game. But, I thought that Rodgers was really hyped up for this season. All the stuff that he was putting out right before the start of the season, one last ride, once more into the darkness. But I have not seen that come to fruition. So I'm a little bit worried about this matchup. And I'm looking at Justin Fields develop and grow game by game. I feel like he's getting more confidence. I talked a little shit about Justin Fields earlier in the year on the pod. I'm just gonna say right now, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I was wrong. I like Justin Fields. I think he's a special player. I think he's a special talent. And this one worries me. It really does worry me. What if this is the turning of the tide? What if this is the Bears saying, you know what? We're going to drop our big, hairy bear balls on this field, and we're just going to say, hey, you know what? No more. No more, bully. No more. We're taking back the playground.
Do you think Justin,
you can't push us around?
Justin's going to drop some justice on the fields?
I don't know.
Can I just jump in here and drop some knowledge? That's going to be like, what the fuck? So this is going to be the 203rd time these two teams have met. The Packers hold the winning record at 101 to 95 and 6. The 6 is the draws. So Eric, it does happen. See. Listen, this is fucking nuts. All right. Aaron Rodgers, his last time, with Aaron Rodgers as starting quarterback, Green Bay is 25-1, including the playoffs against the Bears, with one loss coming in the 2013 season after Rodgers had to leave the game with an injury after the first series. So technically, I mean, I guess that's a loss, but he's only really lost 4 times. Here's the kicker. The Packers have scored 30-plus points in 5 of the last 8 road games against the Bears, including 35 last season. We're done for, guys. I mean, this isn't even going to be close.
So
peace.
I think, okay, with that said, I think that both Flesh, you and Jay have both made some compelling points. Now, with that said, again, Fields, he's got a bad knee right now, and the kid's still developing. I don't know if he's like head to head with a tenured quarterback like Rodgers ready, right? And then on top of that, I locked my bet in at 4.5, not where it's at right now at 5.5. I mean, I don't know. There's some question as to whether or not does it really matter when it's 4.5 to 6.5, because you don't usually see games that end with that kind of spread. But I still think I don't know. I don't think that Fields is ready for this yet. And
It's not Fields. It's Nagy. Nagy is a horrible coach. He runs that offense. It's shit. We're 32 in the league.
Wait, I thought Nagy isn't running it anymore.
Bill Lazor's the play caller, but it's Nagy's offense implemented.
Oh.
yeah.
So it's just basically Bill Lazor is being a meat shield. I'm going to move on after this, right after I say this. Last season, Aaron Rodgers registered a passer rating of 132.2 and 147.9 against the Bears to give him 8 games with a passer rating of 125 plus against the Bears, the most by any quarterback against the Bears since 1950, minimum 15 attempts. Here's the kicker, and this is what Rodgers wants. Rodgers has 23 TDs at Soldier Field, 2 shy of Brett Favre's 25 passing TDs at Soldier Field. He wants that record, boys. He knows this rivalry inside and out, and he's gonna want the fucking record.
That's another very compelling argument. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm already sold. I've got
bet responsibly, but bet your mortgage. Bet responsibly, but get yourself a house.
So only if you own like 3 or 4 properties because you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
You can afford to lose one house.
So let's move on. I love this next game. Kansas City Chiefs at Washington football team. Chiefs are -6.5. The over is at 55.5. Guys, who do you like?
Chiefs.
Ooh, Eric, I don't know, because the Chiefs just have been playing like shit lately.
They haven't been looking like the Chiefs. I said this last week. They have not been looking like the Chiefs that we know, but I wouldn't say that they've been looking like garbage. They've been cutting it close, but I think against Washington, though, I mean, they looked bad last week, but that's because they were playing the Bills, and the Bills are looking fucking phenomenal right now, man. Jay?
May I interject? There's two things. There's 2 things that need to happen, right? One, Kansas City needs to come alive, right? Or rather, I'll rephrase this. There's a couple of things that I see in this game. 1, Kansas City needs to come alive. 2, I think we overestimated Washington's defense. Everyone thought Washington's defense was going to be amazing this season. And I feel like this is the game where we're going to see that from Kansas City. I mean, it's about damn time. It's about damn time to have a fucking wake-up game.
So do you think that the game against the Bills last week was the wake-up game for them? Like, hey, we really need to get our collective shit together because we're not looking like ourselves?
I mean, they haven't looked like themselves all season, but I'm saying, like, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna reestablish yourself, this does seem like the type of game where you would do that. If you're gonna reestablish yourself, if you need let's say a few pitches lobbed your way, I think that the Washington football team is a real slow lob.
A bait dog.
They're a bait dog.
I also think with last week, Buffalo has been stopped by Kansas City. The Ravens have been stopped by Kansas City. That was kind of like a Ravens game to me. They were amped up to play Kansas City. So I think Kansas City gets it right. I absolutely love Kansas City at -6.5. I think Washington's defense has just played like shit. I think Kansas City's defense is shit, though. With that being said, they do not have a good defense. I don't necessarily believe in Taylor Heineke either.
Yeah.
But that 55.5 is screaming.
That's why I was just about to say, with all that said, how do you feel about that over then at 55.5?
It's screaming, take me.
Also, another thing to point out, Washington lost to the Saints last week by 11 points. So I think the Chiefs could definitely, if the Saints could cover 11, I think the Chiefs can.
Absolutely.
That's a great point. Losing to the Saints by that much. And
Not great.
I mean, the Saints are not great.
No.
I think they've got a good defense, right? And they've got good pieces, but they're not great, honestly.
No, I think I'm on the Kansas City bandwagon. Flesh, didn't we skew that one down to 3.5?
No, I just put it 6.5.
Oh, I thought we had.
I think they're gonna beat them by 6. I mean, it's just a touchdown and a field goal, or a touchdown and an extra point. All right, now it's time for Eric to know his own team.
Eric.
Minnesota Vikings at Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are +2 as the home dog, getting the points. The total for the game is 45.5. Eric, take it away.
Take the fucking Vikings at -2. Just do it. I was wrong about my team last week. I thought we were going to cover. I think the spread was like 4.5. And I thought, yeah, we can definitely do that against the Eagles. And guess what? Like I said earlier in the show, the Eagles made us look like fucking clowns. We were not looking good at all, offensively or defensively, when we should, by the stats, have one of the best defenses in the fucking league. And we looked like shit last week. Not only did we not lose by the spread that we were supposed to have in our favor, we almost lost by somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 fucking points. And somehow we managed to get our shit together in the fourth fucking quarter and at least dial it back to like 8. So we ended up losing by 8 when we were favored by 4.5. After the fucking clusterfuck shit show that I saw of my team last week, I would take the Vikings at -2. It just seems like a smart bet. I don't think that Darnold is the great white hype of a quarterback that we thought he would be for us. He you know what? Maybe.
I think Darnold is good. But the Minnesota Vikings are good enough. I think the Vikings play to their competition. So I looked at it at -2. I said, you know what? It might even be closer than that. -134 on the money line, the Minnesota Vikings. I like the Vikings. I really do. I'm going to go with the good doctor on this one.
I think this is where Flesh, I don't remember if you remember from last year. There's a point of the year where I go Vikings, heavy Vikings.
No.
I think this is going to start my heavy Vikings trend. I think Vikings are going to win this by at least a field goal.
A field goal, that's it.
At least a field goal. I would feel comfortable skewing this up to 5.5.
Well, then you're not gonna like my answer.
Uh-oh.
Panthers get McCaffrey back. Panthers win money line.
McCaffrey's gonna go out in the second quarter.
Panthers win. It's Kirk Cousins' time to flop. That's what he always does, man.
No, I think Cousins flops against big teams.
No, because here's the other thing. If McCaffrey's back in, the defense is going to be all over him like flies on shit.
McCaffrey's going to be in for one quarter, Eric. He's going back out.
I love
McCaffrey,
though. I really do love him.
I love the guy. But he's Jalen Smith. He's Sean Lee.
He's a phenomenal player, yes, but you're probably right. Like he's probably going to get injured again, like late in the second, early in the third, and
Sean
then
Lee?
we're going to be right back at square one. Like, oh God, what do we do without fucking McCaffrey? Because he's our golden goose, you know. So
Sean Lee, George Kittle, all those guys.
You do all right without McCaffrey. I like the Panthers. I really do. I think Darnold is a good quarterback, man. He's going to be there for a while.
we lost to the Eagles by 8.
Oh,
We almost lost to the.
Hold
We
on.
almost lost to the Eagles by fucking 20 points or somewhere in that neighborhood. So
Hold on. I
know-
gotta stop.
Oh,
I'm officially ready to declare Sam Darnold's bad.
Bad? Bad?
Yes.
No, he's not bad. He's not bad. No,
No.
he's not bad.
he doesn't look at. Did you
okay.
watch? Did you watch him
No.
play last
Okay.
week? Because
He's
he looked
fine.
bad.
Fine.
No,
He's healthy.
He's great as a backup.
No. He could start. He's better than Andy Dalton.
Yeah, agreed. No, I agree with
Those
that.
are
That doesn't
fighting
even hurt
words.
my feelings. I don't know why there were oohs there. Like that hurt my feelings.
He's better than Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Name a quarterback who
That's not
isn't in
saying
the
a
league
lot.
right now.
He's better than Jameis Winston. He's better than Sam, or he's better than
I don't know
Roethlisberger.
about Jameis.
Yeah, I
He's
think
better
he might
than
be better
Mac
than Jameis
Jones.
Winston. I like Jameis's.
No, I disagree. Jameis is going to throw shots. Jameis is going to take shots downfield. Arnold's not, man.
No, he's not.
Better than Mac
And-
No,
Jones.
and
I like Darnold. I think he's good, man. He's good. It's just this is a game that the Vikings are going to win because this is
No.
where they pick up steam, and then they're going to let us down later.
He's
No.
better than Davis
No.
Mills.
No.
That's true.
Darnold, look,
That's true. No. Jeremy got
Darnold-
me on that one.
I could keep going. I could keep going.
Miami
Darnold
would
does
kill
not
to have
make-
Darnold.
he does not make phenomenal
Miami,
plays. He
Miami
does
would
not.
kill to have Darnold.
I'm a Panthers fan. That's my team. And so far, I haven't seen him make a single play where I was like, holy shit, that looked great.
He's
So,
a hell of a running back.
well, that's true. Take him on an
Well,
anytime touchdown.
Yeah, he can run quite a bit, but that's not going to get you down the field the whole time.
All right, let's move on to the next game. When I get done, Jay, you take it away. Los Angeles Chargers at Baltimore Ravens. Los Angeles Chargers are +3. Ravens are -3. The total is 52.5. Go ahead, buddy.
I like the Los Angeles Chargers at +3. The Chargers are high. I know the
Like,
Ravens
hold
are
on,
high. I
like-
know the Ravens are at home.
Like,
Yes, but I really like the Chargers. I don't know why. I looked at this and
Like?
the first thing that jumped out at me was the Chargers +3. Chargers +3.
I love
That's it.
this. I
No,
love it,
I
Jay.
love it.
That's what I was saying, Jeremy. I fucking love this. I don't like this. I fucking love this.
Did you feel it in your gut? I felt it in my gut when I saw it. I said it has to
I
be the
felt it
Chargers.
lower than my gut. It
The
was
Ravens
lower than
are
my gut.
frauds.
Oh.
I said it out loud. I said it out loud at the restaurant this weekend. The Ravens are frauds. And people, there was,
Frauds.
there was a table of Ravens fans, and they were like, they like stared at me like I was an asshole. I am an asshole, but they stared at me and they're like, "Is this guy really?" And I said it again. The Ravens are frauds.
Frauds.
fraud.
I don't want to touch this one, honestly.
What? Come on, jump in,
I
bro. The
don't
water's
know.
fine.
Dude,
Water's
Herbert-
fine. Jump
This
in.
one
Have a
scares
squat.
me a
Herbert is
bit.
playing out of his mind.
This one just scares me a bit.
Ravens are frauds. I'm with Jeremy
Frauds.
completely. They remember this is a team that had to kick an NFL record-breaking 66-yard field goal that hit up off the uprights and in.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Chargers just
but-
played the Browns. There were over 80 points, 1,000 yards offense, like against a good defensive team. Like
Yes. Yes. The
Herbert
Chargers
play.
they're the real deal, bro.
And don't
Herbert.
forget, the Chargers don't have a real fan base. So basically every game's on the road. So they're built for this.
Sam Darnold is not better than Justin Herbert.
No.
Sam Darnold is not better than Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert
Herbert's
is going
real
to be
deal.
somebody we're going to be talking about for a while.
Yeah.
Why are we bringing it back to that? Okay, you make some convincing arguments, but I just don't feel comfortable with this one. I think you're probably right, but I'm not comfortable enough with it that I would put any money on it.
No, true. All right. Let's move on to the world's most boring game. Let me know if you guys want to skip this or not. It is the Cincinnati Bengals at the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are home, but they're plus 3.5, and the total for the game is 47.5.
You know what? Actually, you know what? You're right, Flesh. Let's do it. I said it last week and I was wrong. Jared Goff's going to get this one. Jared Goff is going to win the game.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I'm cheering for Jared Goff now, even though he beat us out of the postseason, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm going for Goff.
I think this is a game where well, you look at Joe Burrow and how he's doing. You say he's doing well, right? Surely, it's the Lions, right? But no, this is a game where he says, "Oh, I'm in the pros. I'm playing a professional team every week. Everyone is still at least some kind of good." You know what I mean? Like, this is a game where that happens, where he says, "Oh, well, maybe I can beat this team. I'm taking this team for granted. They're the Detroit Lions, but no, you know what? Goff gets it." This is one where he checks him and says, "Hey, you know what? These are the pros. Everyone is good. Everyone is good,
Yep. This is a real game.
Yeah, it's a real game. It's going to be a dogfight. I think, it's going to be one of those games where Bird's going to realize, man, I got to fight for everything. I got to fight for everything, even against these teams. These teams are hungry, and Detroit has proven to be capable of putting up points, right? It's just, can they sustain that offensive attack, right? So, I mean, we'll see. What do you think, Eric?
I really don't know how I feel about this one.
Come on. It's in Detroit. If Detroit's going to get one, Eric, wouldn't this be it? If Detroit's going to get one, wouldn't this be it?
If you had to force me to pick, then yeah, I'd probably take the Lions at plus 3.5.
And I like Joe Burrow. I like the things that he's doing, but you don't think that the Detroit Lions are saying to themselves, "Hey, we may not get a lot of opportunities to win. This is our opportunity to win." They're saying that to themselves in the locker room. They have to be.
I don't know if I like the Lions to win the game, but I'd take them at plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking them at plus 3.5. Lions.
Yeah, I mean,
money line.
I feel like it's going to be a close game,
line.
and that's why I'm not
156.
thrilled about it.
Is that what we're getting? We're getting plus 156.
Yeah.
But let's be serious, though. Whoever bets this game, there's no way they're watching it, right? Like,
No,
this is one that I check in the morning.
Wow, not even the evening. It doesn't even make the 4:00 schedule for Jay. He's like, I'll check it.
No, I'll check it in the morning. The next day, unless I'm compiling my numbers and I'm just checking my accuracy because I'm mostly right.
There you go. Let's move on. Los Angeles Rams are going to the New York Giants. Whoa, I said Jets. Los Angeles Rams at New York Giants. Spread is it's 10.
Yeah.
New York Giants are plus 10. It was 10.5 earlier. That's why it kind of threw me there a little bit. And the total is 48.5. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And guys, I like the Rams here at minus 10.
Really? At minus 10?
Here's the reason. I like it 10 other than 10.5 because, I mean, it's only a field goal and a touchdown, or a touchdown and a field goal, and like you can get a push that way. But the Giants, you can't get a push.
Giants haven't been doing well this season, and the Rams, on the other hand, they've been looking all right. I don't know if I like that minus 10 though. I might buy some points back. But I mean, even still, it's kind of like, well, how far are you going to buy it back? It's the only thing that's viable after 10 is 6.5, and then the odds are going to be shit after that. So
yeah. But this is a scary one. I know that the Rams are doing good and the Giants are mostly garbage, but man, it's a long flight. And I said to myself, 10 seems like a lot. I don't know. I've got my list of all the ones that I put down that I feel really confident about. And I ducked this one.
I don't think. That being said, Jay, Jones is gonna be out probably. Bad concussion. He's probably not coming back this week.
Oh, yeah?
Saquon Barkley rolled his ankle last week.
He's going to be out?
Not coming back. Probably.
Wait, who's starting?
It'll be whoever Saquon's backup is, and then Glennon.
Oh, never mind. I changed my mind.
Yeah. Glennon.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I changed my mind. I'm taking the Rams minus 10. Yes. If it's Glennon, Rams minus 10.
Yeah.
I take it. I take it back.
Glennon.
I know I presented a convincing argument for the listeners. But
China.
Disregard.
Glennon.
Well, see, I wasn't aware of that information either. So that minus
Virginia Tech's finest.
I wasn't aware of that information either. So like that minus 10 does make me feel a little bit better about it now.
Minus 10. Giants is. All right.
Minus 10 Giants, minus 10 Rams.
Wait, no, minus 10 Rams.
What?
That threw me.
Woo!
This next game I absolutely love, but I don't know if I love it anymore, and we'll talk about it. Arizona Cardinals at Cleveland Browns.
Here we go.
Cleveland Browns are minus 3.5. They were minus 2 to start this morning. The total is 49.
Woo!
Jay, you can start. You said, here we go.
No.
You see me flying? Hey, it's time to put some respect on the Cardinals' name. Put some respect on their name. I've been telling y'all for a long time, and they're getting 3.5. The Cardinals are for real. The Cardinals are for real. You can't argue against me anymore. I've been riding the Cardinals for a while, and they're getting 3.5.
I'm not gonna argue, but there's rumors out there that Kyler Murray is hurt right now.
How hurt?
I don't know. They're saying something's wrong with him because his performance last weekend against San Francisco. They only won 17-7. I'm with Jeremy. Game. Jeremy was making the shotgun motion. I absolutely love the Browns at minus 2 for this game.
Browns.
Yeah, I do too.
It's 3.5.
Browns
I know.
all day.
I still like the Browns.
Do you like the over?
I do actually.
I like the over.
If I'm gonna bet this game, I'm with Jeremy. I'm gonna go over. I don't know, Jeremy. Would you rather go over or 3.5 or both?
I think I'd parlay that bitch.
I think you'd be better served by picking the Cardinals plus 3.5.
Yeah, well, but
Browns.
at the same time, I mean, the Cardinals are 5-0 right now. Do you think it's time for an upset?
Red Birds.
All day upsets.
Birds.
Didn't the Browns lose last week?
Yeah, against the Chargers.
Yeah,
the Browns are coming
losses
back.
Do the Browns have already?
Mm-hmm.
2 losses?
Yeah, they're 3-2.
Big guy Browns.
3-3 is not going to look good on their ledger. So maybe it's time for an upset for the Cardinals, and they're going to go 5-1. And
it is going to be a tough game. But if the rumors are true, I would be worried. If the rumors about Kyler Murray being hurt are true, I would be worried. But if we're looking at a clean slate, I'm taking the Cardinals, man. Until they show me otherwise. Yes, was the divisional game tough? Yeah, okay, but you get me.
Browns.
Who all have the Cardinals played yet? I mean, like, have they played any teams that really test them yet?
They've played some good teams.
They've played some good teams, and they've beat some good teams.
They're a good team.
Spanked some good teams.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
I think the Browns are a really good team, though.
Yeah.
They are.
It's Baker's time.
All right, let's move on to the next game. Las Vegas Raiders at Denver Broncos.
I'm with Flash.
Oh,
the
God.
Gruden.
I'm with Flash.
Gruden debacle.
I already know where Flash is going.
Denver minus 3.5. The total for the game is 44.5.
I already know where Flash is going, and I'm with him.
Where are you going, Flash? Where are you going with this?
I like the under.
Well, I mean, I think anyone that knows anything about NFL, they kind of have an idea of where he's going with this.
I like the under.
The Broncos.
I like.
Yeah, but his Teddy's still out though, isn't he? Because of a concussion protocol, isn't he?
No, he got it in last week. He passed concussion protocol.
Oh, did he really?
He's been playing bad.
Fuck.
No, but he's
but I don't know. With all the discussion around Gruden, like, yeah, Broncos minus 3.5.
Broncos.
The Raiders are in disarray right now because of all that fucking controversy that's going on their side.
Yeah.
I'm going
Too
under
much.
44. Under 44 and a half.
Broncos in the under.
All right.
Broncos in the under sounds like a good parlay to me because Teddy Coverwater is going to be back, and I don't know what the Raiders are going to do in the midst of all this turmoil. They're a mess. They're a mess right now.
Yeah.
So
A lot of negative attention. There's a lot going on. No.
for this next game, do we want to call Billy first and have her jump in with all of you guys, or you guys go first and then call Billy?
What do you say we let her jump in first? Because usually we wait until afterwards, and then she's missed a lot of the discussion. I mean,
All right.
so but here's the question: do you want to hear her opinion without being swayed by any of ours before she gives it, or
No, I think that's the right call because we end up saying, well, Jeremy picked blah blah blah, so this way she can just listen in and hear. So let's see if this works.
Minus 9.5 is plus 200. Did you hear my whisper? Minus 9.5 is plus 200.
I was trying to make it minus 5.5, but we missed it.
Here we
Flush
go.
put my bet in at -3.
Hey, but minus 9.5 is plus 200.
What if I deposit another 50?
I think it's worth it. Another box of ziti, or
CDs.
50 boxes of ziti.
CDs.
Hey, Tyler.
Hey, Billy. So check this out. Ready?
What?
I don't know. Let's hear it.
Thought we had a ditty for Billy. Yeah.
From Oklahoma. Talk about her beloved Cowboys. Tell us if we're either going to ride or we're
Okay. Yeah, and then I get on here with this little Minnie Mouse voice, and I'm supposed to be taken seriously, right?
Hey, I thought it was great. So I didn't even give the lines out. I got so excited over the little imaging. It's Cowboys are at New England Patriots. The line has shifted. It was -4.5. It's moved down a whole point. Cowboys -3.5. The total is 50.5.
Billy, what do they don't? What do we not know that the books know? Why did they shift it towards the New England Patriots? What happened?
Well, I don't know. There was some report today that Elliott and Trayvon were Diggs are questionable to play. So but I'm not taking that too seriously. I mean, Elliott, I got hurt when he fell on that pylon, but he played the rest of the game. So
well, and you still
I
have
don't know.
Pollard too.
Yeah.
We still have so many, and Gallup should be back this week. So there's still so many targets out there. I'm not saying this in a mean way. I just don't see anything special about the Patriots team.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot. I mean, Mac Jones is playing solid as a rookie, but he's playing like a rookie, and like I'm not trying to be mean. I don't think he's up to speed with NFL speed yet. Their secondary is a mess.
I will say it in a mean way. There's nothing to be happy about as a Patriots fan right now.
Hey, Billy J here. Billy, what do we have to do to get some respect?
Yeah.
What do we have to do, Billy, to get some respect?
Not be arrogant assholes.
Well, no, and I think there is some respect out there. I mean, if you start reading some of the opinions that are being cast about, there's people who are saying, as far as our division is concerned, that's pretty much a given at this point, unless something really awful happens and it's still early in the season. But there are a lot of people, a lot of bloggers, a lot of sportscasters that are starting to sit up and take notice. And
yeah,
I think Dallas could very well be a contender if things keep trucking along the way they are.
But looking at this game, Billy, though, I saw it and I said 3.5. I said I would imagine that they would give Dallas at least 6.5.
Yeah. It surprises me too, and like I said, and I don't understand why, because excuse me. I mean, if you look at last week, they allowed Davis Mills, who's a third round rookie, to finish 21 out of 29, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. How in the world did that happen, except for the fact that they were playing the Texans? So
Thank you, Billy. And have you
Again.
seen his neck?
His neck is huge.
His neck is so long, Billy. So long.
Well, I mean, they haven't defeated any teams that have any substance. They've beat the Jets and the Texans. Enough said. I mean, what?
Yeah.
I don't know it. I don't get it.
So all that being said, what
Well, the
are we
only
gonna
wild
what are we
card-
gonna skew this up to?
Yeah.
Let's say the only wild card here is Belichick or Belichick.
Thank you.
No.
But no matter how wily he gets with the things that he does, I don't think he can make up for the lack of experience or the talent on the field. So he's always a wild card, but I like I said, he can't be 11 men on the field. So that's that.
I mean, I think he's good at figuring out how to kill the clock when things are going in his favor. But to your point, as far as talent on the field, that's not going to counteract all the offensive weapons and defensive weapons that the Cowboys have. And when the line's at 3.5, I mean, come on.
Yes. Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
3.5 though. So Billy, what are we gonna skew this up to?
Yeah.
What's your call?
Well, I didn't see the change in the spread today. I was going to say Cowboys by 7. And I know that's a little conservative, but that's
That'd make you a good chunk of change here. Let me look.
I like that you said it's conservative,
Whoa.
Billy. I like that you said it's conservative because you're being
Jay.
spot on.
That shows
Jay,
her overconfidence
the
in it,
odds?
but she wants to dial it back a little bit. Just like,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like 12, but let's dial it back to 7.
I would so much like to say 10, but like I said, I'm going to be a little conservative this week and say 7. So
Jay actually just looked at 10 and it was plus 200.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I heard that.
But -6.5 is minus. So by 7, -6.5 is plus 360. So you're looking at 10 for 36 if you just do 10.
How is it? Okay.
Yeah, if you oh, sorry, that's New England. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
My
I was
apologies.
gonna say
I'm wrong
it's
page.
200 for 10.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It's plus 140. One
Yeah.
plus. That's still good
Yeah.
odds.
So
10.
I initially, whenever they released it earlier, I was thinking -5.5. But I kind of like 10, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Is anyone
Well-
else looking at this game and saying,
Hold on.
I can see another Trayvon Diggs interception?
How about you put your money where your
Yeah.
mouth is and put a bet down for -10 on the Cowboys, and let's see how it plays out for you. You've been right so far, Mr. 5-0.
Trayvon's
Will.
on the injured list today, and we don't really know what that means come Sunday, but he didn't practice. So
Well,
there's
hey,
that. But if he's playing, he is going to just drive Mac Jones absolutely crazy. I mean, he's gonna make him wish he'd taken up soccer or something else.
well, I would just like to say too, I think the reason this line is the way it is because earlier it was -4 and now it's gone up to, or it's gone down. And that the only reason that happens is because money's coming in on the Patriots. And I think what we're seeing here is finally that the Patriots are the Patriots. Like, I think that's what I think that's why the line is the way it is. I thought the line was going to be -7.5 when it first came out, but I think people have that image of Belichick and Brady at home still ingrained. And I think the line is off. And I would definitely go Cowboys on this one, -3.5 for sure. I don't think I'm going to skew it up. I'm just going to take the line the way it is. But I think that's when like Cowboys fans are saying, why is this happening? I think because for so long, for 2 decades, we had the Patriots and they don't lose at home. And I think that got ingrained in not just into our heads as fans, but into the bookmakers' heads as well.
No, I think there's a lot to it. It's like, all hail the Patriots, and they haven't
Yeah.
figured out that this is not the team that has been, the dynasty for the last few years. And I think it's going to. I think they're going to get taken down a notch or two before people realize that. So.
And
I
hey,
do
just to drive that point home even further, the Cowboys are now 4-1, and the Patriots are only 2-3.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and at home, I think that's another thing too. There, Tyler. I think the fact that they're playing at home, there's this they've gone back to the Mecca and all will be well. But
Well, it
Yeah,
was like
definitely.
during that Sunday night football game when Tom Brady came back with the Buccaneers and they were the Bucks were actually down at halftime, and that stat popped up saying that the Patriots have never lost when trailing, like under Belichick, have never lost when ahead at halftime, and they lost. Like
Yeah,
they in my opinion, they've been too good for too long. They don't have a team. And like you brought up earlier, Davis, long neck Mills started just, I don't know how the hell he did it because he looked horrible against Carolina. He's looked horrible in every other start he's had. I don't see how the Cowboys don't win this game. If the Cowboys don't win this game, my question to you is then where do you put the panic button at? Out of 1 through
So-
10, where are we hitting the panic button at?
I think the only way the Cowboys don't win this game is if we ended up with like horrific injuries, and then say a prayer real quick so that doesn't happen. But I just can't see that happening. I mean, even if you look at the scores, the points that the Patriots put up, like against the Texans, almost half the points they put up was from their kicker.
It's
I mean, it wasn't from any great offensive plan they had put together. It was the kicker out there. What do you have, like 3 field goals and 2 extra points or something like that? So
Yep. Thank you, Nick Folk.
yeah.
Folk in it.
So yeah. So they don't offensively. They just don't seem to have any weapons. So, and the other side of that coin is that if you look how well that Dak is being protected, unless their defense can just bring on something that's going to stagger us, I don't see it happening. So.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't. I think it's a Cowboys win. Easy.
Yeah, I'm jealous of watching the teams that their quarterback has all the time in the world to make a decision, and I have to watch mine crumble within like a second and a half.
No, I mean you can still watch the Bears. We gave up 9 sacks to the Browns. So when you lose, when your quarterback gets hit 9 times, let me know.
You should have watched the Cowboys last year, where Dak's ankle definitely didn't agree with it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the Browns, that's a game I really want to watch this Sunday. I think that's going to be
Okay, real quick, Billy. Real quick, what's your official pick for the Cowboys game?
My official pick, 27-20.
Okay, so you're going to take the -3.5. Real quick. Now you brought up the Browns. That line is Browns -3.5. Who do you pick in that game? Oh, hold on. I just want to say for the people watching on YouTube right now, Jay just literally left the screen as we brought this up.
He's probably grabbing another drink, man.
He's a coward. He ran. He's a coward.
Oh, but because the Cardinals. I get it, because of the Cardinals. But no,
What? I'm right here. What are you talking about?
Oh,
I'm right here. I went to get another cold
I
yellow
told
belly.
you he got another
Or
crispy.
you yellow bellies.
But
Oh,
to
what
your
do you
point,
think
though,
is going to win
Bless
that
your
game?
yellow.
since Billy brought
I'm
up
gonna
the
say-
Browns,
I'm going to take the Browns, and I'm going to take them by the spread.
Oh, Jay.
I think
Wow, Jay.
27-24 is my
Jay.
my prediction on that game.
Birds are gonna fly.
Jay.
Birds are going to fly. Get out of here.
I
Well,
gotta go with the Browns. He's an OU quarterback, so what can I say?
yeah, Baker Mayfield.
Speaking of that, I know we're talking NFL, but that
Oh, Spencer.
Texas game was to die for.
Spencer Rattler,
I didn't
number
watch
one.
it.
So,
I didn't
Yeah, but
watch
he
it,
got-
so you guys are on your own there.
all right.
No, I mean, you
All
can
right,
talk about it. I don't care.
No, it's just that, yeah, they pulled Rattler because he was rattled, I guess you could say. But yeah, they were down 21 points and just came back like gangbusters. It was.
He's
brutal.
not. He's someone who is very high on the Rattler was for. They already had him talking about him in the NFL and stuff, and now I don't even know if he'll get there.
Yeah,
No longer a
he-
Heisman hopeful.
I actually went to the game against West Virginia, and that one looks good on paper, but that was one of the ugliest games I've ever seen. It really is, and they were actually chanting to bring Caleb in.
That's what I was just gonna ask. Is that the game they
Yeah.
were chanting and he was like
Yeah,
looking at the
yeah,
crowd
and
like, oh shit, like a deer in the
They-
headlights?
Yeah, they actually booed him at one point. It was really kind of ugly, but yeah, it was an ugly game. It was a lucky win. But
Well, maybe we should get your Oklahoma predictions too. Jeez, I didn't know you were so
well, my
deep in.
grandson goes to OU now, so I kind of have to. I kind of have to stay
Well,
engaged
geez,
there.
we got an insider. Who do they play this weekend? I'm trying to look. They play they're home to TCU and the spread is Oklahoma 13.5.
Yeah, I don't know that much about TCU.
Well, they're not ranked.
TCU is always tricky.
If it helps, I would go that Oklahoma covers, and I'm usually always wrong. So take TCU and the points.
College football is black magic.
It really is. All right, Billy, we'll let you go on that note. We appreciate it as always.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah. We'll play you off too.
And now it's time for Billy from Oklahoma to talk about her beloved Cowboys. To tell us if we're either going to ride or
We'll see you next week.
Bye bye.
Huh?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Next game on the slate. Who do we got? I got lost by track. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks at Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the return of Geno Smith, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are still favored by 5.5. They're minus 5.5, and the total is 42.5.
No, wait a minute. Who was it that said a game that we talked about earlier is going to be like the worst fucking game to watch this weekend? Whoever said that, are you sure about that?
What do you mean?
'Cause the
Geno
Seahawks versus the
back.
Steelers?
Geno's back. This is appointment television.
Return of Geno. He's back. Return
Of the Geno Mac.
He's back.
Turn of the Geno Mac. Yeah, this game's gonna be bad. I don't even care about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Even just giving the Steelers 5.5
Is
You know-
gracious.
is gracious because when you look at the way that they played, like, what are they going to do? They're going to ride Najee Harris to those 5.5 points. Like, I mean, I realize that that's just a touchdown and no extra point, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Seahawks in the under. The end.
You know what? Honestly, Seahawks on the money line at plus 194 right now. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like the money line too.
I like this one next game. I'm just moving on. I have nothing on that game. Let's go Buffalo Bills at Tennessee Titans. Tennessee are the home dog at plus 5.5. The total for the game is 54.5. Boys, no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. That's easy, man. I'm taking Buffalo minus 5.5 all day. And you want to know why? This is a spite bet. And Jay, you should jump on my spite train.
I'm already on it.
Thank you.
I'm
Fuck
blowing
you,
the
Tennessee.
whistle. I'm checking
Titans.
tickets. I'm doing all of that. The wheels are greased, baby. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm so
Get
mad
out.
at the Tennessee Titans. Fuck the Tennessee Titans.
He's
Fuck
mad.
them forever.
Am I?
Buffalo Bills.
Dude,
Well, yeah.
they fucked up our parlay. They fucked it up so bad. All they had to do was beat the fucking New York Jets. And they're like, oh, we don't have AJ Brown or Julio Jones. Yeah, you got a fucking semi Mack truck in the backfield named Derek fucking Henry. No excuses. Fuck you, Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills
100% Buffalo Bills cover.
and
Why
the
do-
over.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Fuck
No,
Tennessee.
This one's a fucking no-brainer, guys. It's a fucking no-brainer. Bills at -5.5 against the Titans. Duh.
Well, I just think it's a safe bet for old Mike Vrabel. I'll chop my dick off if I win a Super Bowl. Well, your dick's safe for a long time. Say chop your dick off if you ever lose again to the fucking Jets, you bum.
Yeah, pussy.
You big pussy wagon.
Oh wait, we can't say that. John just got canceled for that.
No, we can say it. No, one
Retract.
you
No,
can't.
I
Can't
think
cancel someone that's never been up there to be canceled. You know, you can't cancel someone who like isn't even relevant.
mentioning that I think I made a reference to Sam Darnold earlier that made Jay's eyebrows raise like, oh, that could be offensive. And I thought like, wait, no, it's a
What?
reference to a movie. It's a reference to a movie.
What did you say?
He asked you how big it was.
If you thought it was offensive, why not repeat it? Go for it.
Yeah, say it again. I don't
What'd you
remember
say?
what you said.
No, I didn't think
What'd
it was
you say?
offensive because I was referencing a fucking movie from the 90s. The
I don't
movie
remember
called The
you
Great
saying
White
anything
Hype.
offensive.
Well, your eyebrows raised because I was like, Sam Darnold's not the Great White Hype that we thought he was. And you're like, oh, like that. Maybe you shouldn't have said that. And I was like, oh,
Great
No,
White
no,
Hype.
no. That was my reaction because I'm a believer in Sam Darnold, man.
well,
Sam Darnold.
I don't know. Maybe put your
Let's get-
face somewhere else because I'm not feeling it. And he's my quarterback right now.
Let's get to our set in stones. Does everyone have one? Because I mean, I think everyone.
Yeah.
Jeremy, start us off.
5-0. When it ain't broke, you don't fix it. I'm going. Already put $50 on it, but taking the Cowboys spread 3.5. I'm probably going to dump another piece of change in there and do another one at 5.5 or 10.
Can I go next?
Yes.
It gets even better, boys. The line just dropped to 3. I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys -3.
Oh,
It gets even better. That's crazy to me. I can't believe it dropped to 3. Everyone go jump on it right now.
Guys,
It just dropped to 3.
we need to drop another.
Are
100
you
on
kidding
that.
me? This is ridiculous. It's the lock. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm with you, Jeremy. We've been riding together for a while. I don't think we're ready to get off this train.
It did drop to 3.
It did. I'm looking at it too.
What's happening?
I don't get what's going on.
Because you know what, Billy from
we call
Oklahoma
Valley
made
back?
the point earlier that like people see the name Patriots and like, oh God, all hail Patriots. They're so phenomenal. It's like, not anymore. They're not.
Tyron Smith is potentially out.
That's just weird to me that dropped like that.
I don't. The only team. Look at it this way. Backing up your set in stone right there. The only team that the Cowboys have lost to this season was the Bucks. And if I remember what the score was, they lost. It was like 31-29.
They lost by 2.
Yeah, there you go.
My spread was off by 1 point. I called Tampa Bay by 3 or Cowboys by +3.
So they lost to a team that has Brady as a quarterback, who's considered the GOAT, and they lost by 2, 31-29. And you're putting them up against the Patriots that, oh, your weapon is Belichick? Like, no, absolutely fucking not.
Patriots media outlet thinks New England can challenge the overrated Cowboys. They're about to get butt slammed.
Yeah.
-10. Go to Cowboys. Drop 100 on it.
Apparently they're not watching the games because I've been watching them and I see the players you've got on your teams and I'm like, I'm jealous. Your running backs, your receivers, I'm jealous. Your quarterback, I'm jealous.
Speaking of jealous, Eric, who are you picking for your set in stone this week?
Fuck, man, I'm torn. I mean, I love the Cowboys at -3. I've already told the fucking viewers and the listeners I'm taking the Patriots at 4.5. The Patriots, not the Patriots, the Packers. Sorry.
I was like, that's the greatest statement.
No. Because I was still looking at that game.
I'm taking the Patriots.
Hey, I'm trying to hedge, man. I'm trying to hedge. No, I was looking at the same game, but I've got 100 on the Packers. I took him at 4.5. I mean, I'm convinced that's going to happen. I mean, I love the Cowboys at -3 against the Pats too, but I guess I got to stick with my guns. My set in stone Packers -4.5.
I won't let the listeners already know where I'm going. Packers -5.5. Set that shit in stone.
He wants to push that line just like the Cowboys guys on this.
No, it moved up. It moved.
No, I know it moved, but I'm just saying, like, you're starting to trend towards
No, I didn't push it up. I would have taken it at 4.5, but it's now 5.5.
You told me earlier in the week you'd take it at 6.5 easily.
Yeah, I would, but I'm not pushing it up. It just is what it is.
Ooh.
All right.
Cowboys.
Final words, boys. Jay, you can go first. Jay?
You're muted, Jay.
You're muted.
Mostly right, but not right now.
Boys, I'm here. Hey,
Yes.
don't get off the train just yet. Enjoy the ride.
Eric.
May your bets be fruitful.
Jeremy.
God damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Packers cover. Bet the house. Remember, you can't bitch if you don't bet. I hit the wrong button again. Freddie!
Do it every time.
Freddie!
There's Freddie.
That's going to be our new thing. We just talk over the intro music. Freddie! Freddie! I ended it on Jeremy yelling Freddie. I would do that with my dog, but I can't.
Just do it. You pick up all of our dogs next time. Just pull them in front.
He's like 110 pounds now.
Who is
Big
Freddie?
boy.
Freddie.
Freddie.
No, not
goddamn.
Freddie. No, Guinness.
Freddie.
Freddie!
Jesus. The dog represents the beer. It's just as thick as the beer itself.
Oh, baby. Hey, that we didn't talk about it, but that game tomorrow, I don't know if you guys are gonna watch it, but it's Ole Miss at Tennessee, and the line is the highest SEC game ever. 82 is the total.
Take it. We love it.
I'm gonna watch it, dude. 7:30, man. It's gonna be a barn burner.
Hey, we also forgot Kraken are playing tonight.
Ooh, we did.
Nashville Preds. I think we're gonna win.
So, are we gonna jump back into touching baseball and hockey now?
We can. We're just gonna have to go shorter on everything because I don't want to wrap all that. Like we do an hour.
Let's just cover like a couple teams. Eric, do you want to go Kraken or do you want to go Carolina Hurricanes?
I don't know. I don't know anything about other sports. I know NFL and I know Formula One.
Let's just fuck with the Kraken then. We'll just do a one-team NHL thing.
Fuck with the Kraken. Kraken a cold one.
It was like, what do you want me to do? Like, do you want me to be the
Kraken?
Like,
I want you to be cracking with us.
Do you want it to be like the NBA thing that Flesh wanted to do, where it's like, okay, so Eric doesn't know jack shit about hockey. So what's your pick, Eric?
I don't know anything about hockey either, but we're gonna watch those games. We're gonna pretend like we know.
Kraken.
Yeah, well, and then it could result in the beginning of the Formula One season where I was a little drunk and ran on for like half an hour about Formula One and then caught shit from your friend like, hey, I want to hear more about Formula One.
Well, hey, I'm gonna get going though. I gotta get this thing processed. I'll talk about it later.
Cracking a cold one.
Later, boys.
Bye.
Oh wait, what happened? Why did